got there?
You got me turned on to these cast iron skillets.
They're neat.
I can't believe now I'm searching these garage sales for these old, dirty cast iron skillets.
They're nice, though.
They're worth something.
Yeah.
All right, so take a look at this one. It's pretty dirty on the bottom.
It's true.
But it says Wagner Ware Sydney.
Sydney, Ohio. Yeah.
Is this a good one?
Pretty good. It's not great, but it isn't too bad. Pretty dirty. There's an easy way to clean them. There's several ways to clean them.
Oh yeah, what are some of the ways to clean these babies out?
Some people like to throw them in a fireplace or in a fire and burn them off. But the best way to clean them, there's a guy on YouTube and on the web. His name is, I think he's on the web for sure because I know him. His name is Dan the Pan Man.
Dan the Pan Man?
Yep, and he'll tell you how to clean them. You do it with Red Devil lye.
Lye?
You soak them in these little containers. Put the lye in the little plastic container, you submerge it, let it set for a day or two, you squirt it off and they look like brand new.
No scrubbing?
Very little.
Really?
Unless it's real bad, then you let it soak more. But Dan the Pan Man, if they need anything, that guy will tell you exactly, step by step, how to do it.
All right. Now, you see a lot of these in the flea markets and stuff?
Not as much as you used to. They're disappearing.
Oh, okay. Do people know what they're worth now?
A lot of people do.
All right.
But there are some. General rule is the best one is Griswold. That's the big name. And when you see a Griswold, the bigger ones are worth a lot of money. Like that one clip that I got. That guy had one. I think it's a 12 or 14 incher. You know, $400 or $500.
Was that a Griswold?
It is.
Okay.
And how you can tell the good Griswold is the logo is real big on it. Even on the small skillets, they're real big.
Okay.
And then the little one, the little logo is newer, like 50s, 60s, 70s.
Gotcha.
And they were bought out by Wagner, as I remember it. It's been a long time, so you don't find many of them anymore. But I used to love cast iron skillets. There's another mark to look for too, with Griswold. And when they were first made, they're marked Erie.
Erie.
Erie, because they were made in Erie, Pennsylvania.
Oh, okay. So that became Griswold then?
Yes, those are the rare ones.
Okay.
Those are the good pieces.
And you were mentioning about that heat ring too. You said that's something to look for.
Heat ring is an asset. In other words, it goes around the bottom right here. It's a little piece. It keeps it up, keeps all the heat in. It's
Okay.
Like a little border.
It's like you could feel it if you run your finger across it. So this one doesn't have one, never did.
It does not.
Okay.
And another asset for one is to have the top. The top's very important.
Oh, do they all have tops? Or just some?
No, some are sold with and some are sold without.
Okay.
But it's an asset to have the lid. Sometimes is worth more than the skillet itself.
Is the lid made of cast iron as well?
It is. Except in the Wagner Ware made some in aluminum. In the roasters, they were called Magnolite.
Okay.
And they had a little tribute in it. They're always better with a tribute. In the case of cast iron, though, it's obvious that you need a lid. And another asset for a lid is a self-basting lid. Looks like little nipples on the inside. And when the steam comes up, it catches up there and then it drips down evenly on the meat or whatever you're cooking.
Oh, okay.
It's called a self-basting.
All right, so that's some good tips. These are around a lot. A lot of times you can't read the names because like this one's got a lot of stuff caked on there covering up the name. But soak them in lye, look up Dan the Pan Man, and find out what you got. Dan the Pan Man,
he did pages and pages. The guy's smart. I got turned on to him 15, 20 years ago, and everything he says, that guy's sharp. He'll tell you about how iron, when they quit cooking with it, that we lost it, and women have to take iron tablets, and men, because we stopped cooking in cast iron, we cook in aluminum. Because when you cook in that, you actually get the iron out of it.
Huh. So they add something to the food as well as being collectible.
One last tip.
Yeah.
On the bottom, you flip it over, and you look at the bottom here, and you see nothing as a rule, or just a little number or letter, you'll see a piece that goes across here like that.
Okay.
It's a slit, and it's kind of messy looking. That's where the cast iron in the beginning, some of the real early ones, people used to make them in their backyard, especially the Mormons and the Shakers. And Shipshawana, Amish.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not so sure about the Mormon now that I said that, but I'm sure they did, all the people. They made them themselves in their backyard. And that piece that goes across here, that's called a slit.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you
a gate, I'm sorry. It looks like a slit, but it's called a gate.
If you see a gate right in the middle, that's a
early,
really rare one.
Very early.
Even if there's no name on it.
Well, you're better with a name. But if you can identify it, it means it's earlier.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go ahead and transition to that clip of the guy at the market selling that other one so people can see what that one looks like. But thanks a lot for the tip. I think this is a valuable one to look out for, Jack.
Small or big? Small skillet?
Super small or
super
super
big,
big.
yeah.
And in between is average, right?
Yeah, except for the number 4s in the Griswold. There are some key dates, but again, you can go right on there and Dan the Pen Man will tell you everything you need to know.
All right.
He's the authority.
Thanks, Jack.
Thank you.
Have a good
Hi, this is Jack the Picker. I'm down here in Indiana with a guy I've known for quite a while, and he's a wealth of knowledge. He's one of the better dealers I know, and he deals in boys' toys. Very, very knowledgeable. Matter of fact, he's out here selling, and his wife doesn't even know it, so he's pretty slick. That's not true. Barry, what do you got here? Show us a few of your things.
Well, I got a Griswold Skillet over here.
Oh, that's a good name.
Somebody ought to run down here and get this right quick.
Oh, that's got the big mark on it too, huh?
Yeah, it's the old one.
Oh, that's the big one, yeah. That's the old
Probably
one.
a $300 or $400 skillet. Take
At least.
$200.
No, that's a good buy. And he's usually got a lot of fish and stuff, but I don't see a lot today. Hey, what's that?
That's a cornet, a horn.
It is a cornet, not a trumpet. You're right.
By Con. About $40 piece.
That's neat. All kinds of tools.
Yeah.
Barry, over the last 2-3 years, I've seen some of the most unusual stuff. He gets some of the most unusual tools you've ever seen. He really likes tools and stuff like that. Look, here's a few knives. What are those?
Well, just some odds and ends.
How long you been doing this?
About 30 years.
Holy cow. Got any advice for these people who are just starting out doing this?
Yeah, don't do it.
Don't do it. Why is that? Hard work, isn't it?
Yes, it is. It's getting hard by the minute.
It is. I'm going to buzz down here. Hi. There's Doc. All boys' toys. That's what I like about Barry. He's always got boys' toys. Well, Barry, we're gonna put this out there on YouTube, and we'll see if we can see a bunch of people see it.
Okay.
Barry's a sharp one.
Flea market.
Okay. Thank you, buddy.